At last, Padma's dream has come true and she has reasons to smile again. Today is a special day for her as she rejoins her neighborhood school to continue with her studies that were once forcibly discontinued. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, a historic education program launched by the Government of India, has made this possible for her.
स्कूल जिब्बुने केलो नाही काय की
Padma's story is not unique. She, like many others in her village in Orissa, used to attend school earlier, but were forced to drop out once there was an addition in the family. Now her parents want her to stay at home and look after her younger brother, while both of them go to work. Like Padma, there are several other children across the country who never attend school and are robbed of their learning days early in life. Their problems are manifold and laden with complexities. In several instances, children have to opt out of school to earn extra income for their family by doing odd jobs. In villages, children take cattle for grazing and do other forms of chores to earn extra money. In cities too, children are forced to do odd jobs, sometimes even hazardous ones. In remote and inaccessible areas, the great distance that children have to travel to reach school is one of the primary reasons for dropouts. The problem persists even with accessible and existing schools, because more often than not, they are devoid of the bare minimum requirements for learning. The pathetic structures that are passed off as schools in their villages, with no roof, broken windows, no toilets and no drinking water, add to the children's woes. Some of these schools do not even possess the most important ingredient of learning, the teacher. Factors like large-scale teacher absenteeism and a skewed teacher-pupil ratio also hinders the learning process. Another factor that affects the education of children, especially girls, is the strong gender bias against the girl child. In several parts of the country, irrespective of rural or urban areas, boys are provided with more educational facilities than girls, as they are groomed to be the breadwinners of the family and to look after parents in their old age. Thus, among children who do not have access to education in our country, girls are the worst affected. The gender bias against them continues to affect them as they grow older, leaving them with no choice but to stay at home till they get married. Though the Indian government has launched several educational schemes till date to provide access to education to children, the persistence of such difficulties and obstacles have drastically slowed down the progress of such schemes. With the objective of providing elementary education to all children across the country, the 86th Amendment Act of the Constitution has guaranteed the right to education as a fundamental right to all citizens of India. In order to achieve this objective, the central government, in collaboration with all the state governments, has launched an ambitious national mission called the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. The program aims at providing 8 years of quality elementary education to all children in the 6 to 14 years age group. Set on a clear and decisive time frame, the program seeks to bridge the existing gaps within the education system with the active participation from the community. Special emphasis has been laid on the education of girls, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe children, children belonging to other backward classes, and other socio-economically deprived children. The formal education already existing in the different states is being strengthened further in order to increase and sustain their capacity to educate children. For this, apart from school grants to every school, funds have been sanctioned for the repair and maintenance of the existing school buildings in all the states. Funds have also been allocated to the states for the construction of new school buildings with child-friendly elements and additional classrooms for easing the congestion problem in classrooms. Provision has also been made for drinking water and toilet facilities in all schools. The government has also addressed the problem of malnutrition observed amongst the children by providing them with midday meals in schools. Non-formal or alternative schools have been proposed under the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan to provide access to education to working, migrating or street children. In addition, under innovative heads, interventions for educating girls and scheduled caste and scheduled tribe children have been planned. Besides this, early childhood care education and computer education for children have also been provided for. Under the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, free textbooks are also provided for girls and SC/ST children. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan aims at improvising the quality of elementary education through various interventions in teacher training programs, specially developing local specific modules for teacher training as well as providing teacher grant. State-level institutions like the SCERTs, district-level institutions like the DIETs and block resource centers play a special role in developing such training programs to train existing and newly appointed teachers. In the rural areas, several unemployed and educated village youths have been trained and employed for teaching in the village schools. Participation of the community is integral to the success of such a program like Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Therefore, committees like village education committees, Parent-Teacher Association and Mother-Teacher Association have been formed in villages. They perform important tasks like locating out-of-school children in the village, motivating their parents to enroll them in the village school, and monitoring the functioning of such schools. As part of such community-based activities performed under the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, members of the Village Education Committee at Padma's village visited her home to motivate her parents and find a way to get her back to school. After explaining to them the need to educate girls and the various facilities available for girls under the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, they also suggested that Padma's parents send their younger child to the village Anganwadi center, specially created by the village Panchayat. Her parents could now avail the services of the Anganwadi and relieve Padma of the burden of looking after her sibling. There is now a ray of hope for Padma. The doors of knowledge are wide open to her, and she can enjoy the benefits of being among the literate of the country. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan has touched the lives of Padma and countless others, enabling them to rewrite their future. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, our mission to universalize elementary education. Let us all join hands to ensure that each and every child in this country can go to school.